Good morning, traders. I'm up a little late today. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some code 1 trading, and I'm trying to figure out the code 2 right now, see what it is, and then we'll try to I don't think it's over with yet. We'll try to maybe hit something if we can. I'll be right back. By the way, I'm taking a look at the code 1. It looks very good today, so we should be able to do pretty good with that. Just calculated code 2, and it should be up. The code 2 should be saying it's it's mathematically calculated at going long off the code 2. So I'm gonna take the next code 1 entry, and we'll see what it says. If it says go long, I'll go long. If it says go short, I'll go short, and I'll try to hold it and see if I can't get a good trade off of it. Let me go, I'll take that. I'll be right back. A very tight, tricky code, though, this morning, off of the code 2. Very tricky little trade there. I still can't be sure about it, but it definitely looks to me like it's a code 2 long. And it looks to be mathematically confirmed as well. A long entry, meaning it's going to go up today. Go up higher than here. Yeah, go up higher than here. This is a very tricky day today. Okay, I'm definitely going to want to get long here. Looking for a code 1 entry. Stand by. I'll be right back. Okay, I just got a code 1 short entry. And so I have taken it short. And it's done this right next to the bottom here. So that leads me to believe it's going to go break below that bottom. We'll see. Let me go calculate the stop. Could be offset. I'll be right back. Got the stop placed at 43. Looks like it's going to be offset. I'll be right back. Let me take another entry here. Okay, it came up and hit my stop, and after I hit the stop, I took an entry to go long. So I am now long. It is giving a long signal off code 1, which is offset. So it should go up now, and code 2 actually mathematically says it's going to be up. So right here, right now, is the entry to take and to hold and go for, could go for 100 ticks here. Yeah, I go for 100 ticks right here. I'll be right back. Let me calculate the stop and place it. Okay, stop is placed at 34 for a 10 tick stop. Okay, I'll come back. Just going to let it go now, basically, for 100 ticks. Yeah, code 2 says it's going to be long. I just got a code 1 long entry. Should be good to go. I'll come back. Choppy day, though. As crazy as this may seem, code 2 is actually saying it's going to go all the way up here and break above this high. Amazing, isn't it? Sure don't look like it's going to do that, that's for sure. But who is going to argue with the code? You? Me? I don't think so. 34 stop. Held. Didn't go below. Came close, but it held. And now watch out. Here we go. It's going to shoot higher. It's going to go up. It's going to go all the way up and break above that top today. And you're going to start calling me the Houdini trader. How on earth could you possibly know something like that? Especially the way it looks right now. Does it look like it's going to go up and break that top right now to you? I bet very few people out there are thinking that right now. Imagine the power if you knew that. if you knew that in advance that it was going to go and do that. Can you make money from that? Here we are. Tight 10 tick stop. Going for it. Okay, this thing just came and got my stop. I am going to use code 1 on it and take an entry. I'll be right back. Okay, I have taken a long position here. It's a long entry off of code 1, unless it'll be offset, in which case I'd have to reverse position, which I may have to do because it's setting up to be one. I'll be right back. Okay, it's not offset, it's a confirmed code 1 long entry. So I am already long and have taken it, and we still have the mathematics of the code 2 saying go long. So I'm going to hold this position for 100 ticks. That's right, I'm going to hold this position for 100 ticks to make it up over this by 18 ticks and hit my 38 tick exit at 48.38 for 100 ticks today. Because I'm reading it right now and it says code 2 should be long. What it did is it double bottomed. And now we're going to move up for the code 2 trade. This is the power of knowing the code 2 and being able to read it properly. Okay, I'll come back, show you the progression, of course the outcome of this trade. By the way, today would be a pretty good day for free trading the code 1. Code 1 working very good today. It's not really offset today at all. It's a little bit, not really though. It's mostly right on target. So, good day for free trading the code. For those of you thinking that this could be a replay or something like that, let me just first state that this software doesn't have replays to it. Number 2, I can pull up the atomic clock here, pull it down for you. You see it's 8:27 a.m., right? And what does it say the time is there? It's like, 8:27, a little after 8:10, right? 8:10 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. This is 8:27 a.m. Pacific Time. Okay? So this is what you're seeing. There's no replay here. You're seeing this thing tick away, and you're seeing the right time on the chart. There's no replay taking place. Everything I'm showing you is 100% legit. Okay? So don't let anybody, fool you here. I mean, it's I'm not trying to deceive you. I'm trying to open up your eyes. I'm trying to help you, not deceive you. Okay, I'll be back. You can see this thing's moving up, and it's going to continue to move up and go break that high, according to code 2. Now, would you like to learn code 2? That's my question to you. You want to learn code 2? I think if you're a trader, or you want to be a trader, that you definitely do. You need to learn the mathematics behind this, and learn how to apply it properly, and take trades, and win some big trades. I'll be back. For those of you that belong to my charting service, I will explain today why and how I knew to take an entry there, that would be a code 2 trade for it to go and break up here. I'll explain, why that is, how I knew that mathematically to you, so that you understand and that you can figure these things out for yourself and be able to hit these trades for yourself. It's all about simple, basic mathematics. I'll come back. For those of you who'd like to see the world clock, I can show that to you. Here's the world clock and the current time of all the times in the world. 10:30 a.m. in Dallas, Athens 6:30 p.m., Manila 11:30 p.m., Seoul 12:30 a.m., Singapore 11:30 p.m., Tokyo 12:30 a.m. You can see your time in here somewhere. Casablanca 4:30 p.m. Everywhere's got a time, Everybody's got a time in the world, and this is what your time relative to Frankfurt, 5:30 p.m., relative to my time right now in Pacific time, Kuala Lumpur, 11:30 p.m. This is the time that you would be trading and trying to hit the code 2, and a little bit earlier, like a couple hours earlier even. I just came in a little bit late today. It's really early for me. Bangkok, 10:30 p.m. All the times around the world. And again, just to show you the atomic clock, it's now 8:31 a.m. Pacific time. And just to reiterate, this software, Global Zen Trader, going through global futures, does not have a replay on it. There's no way for me to do a replay when it doesn't have a replay. You can see CNBC here has oil at oil hits 4-month low on China route, supply glut. Nah, don't listen to it. It's 47.46 according to CNBC. We got 47.52, so just a few pennies off. It's just a delay they've got on their website, that's all. But this is the real price right there. And so as you can see, CNBC confirms the price. I confirmed the price in the world clock. I mean the time. I did it on the atomic clock. You can see all this is legit, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing the real price. You're seeing it real time. There's no trickery involved. There is a code, and you can learn this code and do what I'm doing. We just got a code 1 long signal. So it's going to go up just like that. Code 1 long signal. It's about to take off. It's about to take off, and I've got the code 2 for 100 ticks today. Pretty cool, huh? You're going to see this code 2 every day, and you are going to be flabbergasted. And so you should be. I'll be back. It's coming back down here on the 10-minute, and if it were to come all the way back down to my stop there, break even stop, I would want to, or my entry, I'd want to just break even right there, reevaluate the trade. Because if it's going to go up for the code 2, then it's going to go up. It's not going to come all the way back down again. So I've got a break even stop right there at 39, sitting right there. Okay, I'll come back. This thing just moved all the way up to 72, and now it just came all the way back down to 57. This is one choppy day. It's like last week all over again. It is so choppy out there. Man, if you don't know the code 2 and which way to go that it's going to be long today, you're getting chopped. Oh, man. The code 1 is working, don't get me wrong. It's definitely working, but not for the 20 ticks. You'd have to back way off. You'd have to know the exact code as well, which I'll be providing soon. Breaking the exact code and then providing that as a service. You get 2 to 4 trades per day. But other than that, oh man, it's Chop City out there. Look at this thing. Just up and down lines like that. Oh. I'm just long from down here and holding for the code 2 for 100 ticks. See if we can make it today. I'll be back. This thing is extraordinary choppy today. Look at this. Just look at this. This is some crazy trading today. I'll tell you, if I didn't know code 2 and was going to be up, I just wouldn't even bother. But code 1 is definitely working. It's just that there's no range anywhere. It's just going up and down, this tight little range. Real choppiness in its motion. Terrible out there, terrible. Okay, I'll come back. can see where we are here. I just wanted to point out the choppiness of this day is incredible. You know, it went all the way up to here, the top, and then came all the way down to here. I mean, it's just chopping up and down. Wow. Even the code 2 is like a big chop. And, but I should have the right entry here to go long. Still think I've got the right entry here. So just have to wait. Be patient and wait. But it's incredible the trading that it's doing in between the time that it's going to go up to here or so. It's incredible because of the amazing amount of chop that it's doing right now. I mean, this is like worse than last week. Yeah, this is bad right here. Really bad. Okay, I'll come back. Good thing I know code 2, right? You know code 2. You can avoid all this chop, get long, stay long, and hit a big trade. All by knowing the code 2 and how it works. I will explain in the charting service today that I do, mathematically, how I knew to go long right there, that would be the code 2. I'll be back. Actually, if you were doing the code 1 right now and just going for 10 ticks, you'd be doing pretty good. Yeah, you'd be doing very good right now. If you were just going for 10 ticks off every code, you'd be doing pretty good. This has got to be one of the most choppiest days you'll ever see out there. It's incredible the job it's doing. Wow. So anyway, it's really, really tight. It hasn't broken out at all or done anything. It's totally chopping. And it's getting close to 10 o'clock here. Here, I'll get the clock up. Here's the atomic clock. Here's the world clock. Singapore, 12:49 a.m. World clock. CNBC's got oil at 47.55. And we have it at 47.59. Ours is more accurate. Okay, I'll come back. But what I'd like to point out is as hard of a day as this is to try and trade, I've got the code 2 down here. And they're going to hold it for a big trade. Maybe go for something less, like maybe 70 ticks or something today. Try to hit it like right up here, right at the top. And just take it and get out. I'll be back. But just imagine being able to have the power where you know that it's going to go up here. Instead of just, not knowing what it's going to do, which way to go. That's the power of code 2. There's nothing like it, my friends. Even though today would be the exact opposite of an easy day. Man, what a terrible, hard day it is today. Even looking back on it, when I look at the code 2, it's just like, what? It did the most horrible move off the code 2. Yeah, it's terrible. But I can mathematically read that the code 2 is to go long. Therefore, that gives me an advantage now. Get in, hold it, go for it. And bada bing, this thing's going to take off at some point and go. And I got the right direction before it goes there. Look at this thing going back down again. Wow. And just imagine if I'm right and it does go back up. Just think about the job it is doing. It's amazing. It's got to be go down as one of the most choppiest days I ever seen. Wow. Okay, I'll be back. Look at this thing. Just going down again. The chop is out of control. Seriously, at this point, I wish it would just either go down, hit my break even, stop, which I'm just going to call it a day if it does. Too much job for me. Or, finally start to go up and do something. I mean, this up and down motion here is enough to drive you crazy. And if you try to trade it, it'll really drive you crazy. So, man, this is a very bad day. But with the code 2, I should be able to take that entry, hold it, even through all this crazy chop, and get a big trade up here. Let's find out. I'll be back. But we are running out of time for that to happen, though. There isn't a whole lot of time left for this thing to do this. So if it's going to do it, it's going to start doing it soon and give up all this choppy motion. Otherwise, by all means, please go down, hit my break-even stop, let me go. I'm ready to go for today. Too boring for me. Today isn't starting off to be a good day, but if this is just like a reversal type of a day off the daily, right? And it shoots up and goes up. Tomorrow could be, the rest of the week could be fun. Could go up into an up motion or turn around and roll back over and go continue to down. Probably would go up for a while, for a bit, I bet. So, it could be fun reversal here. Just may take some time, be very boring and jump up and down like it's doing before it finally reverses and goes back up. Low would be here at 47.20, which I'll go investigate that low. Hang on. It is actually technically possible that could be the low, but it's probably not. Probably not. I mean, mathematically it's probably not, but technically it is possible. It's right off of a key, so it is possible. But I haven't seen him do keys in a long time. It's always specials. So I doubt that that's the low. But for now, we could go up for a bit and get on a run going up on the daily for a bit before we continue to back down again. I'll come back. As you can see, we are continuing to chop like there was no tomorrow. Chop. This is crazy. This is crazy chop here. It's only got a little ways to go before it would make it, so most likely it's not going to make it at this point. It looks to be just like a crazy, really choppy, really super tight day. I mean, in the extreme. It's even worse than last week. So, yikes. Not sure what to say about that. What's going to happen from here? I'd really like to see this thing at least into the other code 2 coming up, the 1 trade per day, that it would make a move and go up higher, or at least make a move and go down lower or something, but break out of this range finally. If it hits my stop, by the way, break even stop, I'm just going to call it a day no matter what. So it'll just be a day. So it'll just be a bad day, that's all. Okay, I'll come back. Just wanted to record really quick the continuation of the chop. It's got to be one of the choppiest days I ever seen before. I'll come back. It's finally beginning its move here. Well, that took forever. It took forever. Let's go bring up the clock. This is the atomic clock. Now I have 10:47 a.m. Pacific time. You can see where we are. 10:30 is right there. It's a little bit after 10:30. It's 10:47 a.m. Everything I'm showing you is real and in real time. I'm just, pausing the recording and then playing it again, pausing and playing again. Because if I just sat there and recorded the whole time, we'd have an, hours long video. You just wouldn't want to sit there and watch a 2, 3, 4 hour long video. So I'm sort of just getting the highlights and, recording it as we go along, showing the progression, and showing you that I can take a trade, call out where it's going to go to before it even goes there. Usually I can do it where it goes there a whole lot faster than what it's doing right now. It's ridiculous how slow it's going and how tight the range is. I mean, even now it goes up there, wants to come back here. It's like, what are you doing? Let's go. Doesn't have a whole lot of time left to go in. If it comes all the way back down, I'm going to laugh. That'll be funny. At least it'll be, kind of a funny day. Yeah, but this isn't the sort of day you're going to see very often, that's for sure. If it was, I wouldn't trade oil. Okay, I'll come back. But still, you see what I'm doing here. I went for a code 2 trade. Am I getting out? No. I'm going for it. You're going to be flabbergasted when you see this thing go all the way up here and I get out. You're going to be like, wow, I told you. I'll be back. And even if that doesn't happen today, don't worry, it will start to happen. It's just today happens to be an extraordinarily tight day. I mean, wow, that's just ridiculously tight. I'm thinking at any time here it's just going to take off and go. Because if it doesn't go, right, we would have to call the code 2 like 30 ticks, you know? I mean, you know, that doesn't happen very often. So is it going to happen today? Or is this thing going to take off and go? I'd say it's probably going to take off and go. Because 30 ticks wouldn't happen very often. And this is probably just a reversal chart before it goes back up again on the daily. I'll come back. We still have the next code 2 for it to make a move upward in. But we are quickly running out of time here. Got another hour maybe. I'm going to get out before an hour. Alright, take that back. It's 45 ticks. It would be worth 45 ticks. But still, what's the chances of that? Not very good. Just look at the charting. So let me ask you a question. Where's my entry at? Down here. Let me ask you another question. Where are we at now? Up here. How did I know? Let me ask you another question. What's to make it break above here? I mean, why should it break out of that channel now and all of a sudden go up now? You know? Why not just go back down again like it's been doing all day long? You know? You know what I mean? Am I making sense? Yet I know that the mathematics are very high. It's going to break that high right there, shoot up here, real soon too. like coming up into like a half an hour, it's going to do this. And otherwise, we will have to chart the code 2 out today as being like 45 ticks. That's it. That's pretty darn tight. It's possible, but it's more likely it's going to break and go be worth 85 ticks or so. So shoot up an extra 40 ticks above here, like up to 120 to the 40 or no, up to 04, which would put it right there, up to 04. There's a very good likelihood it'll shoot up to this area up here. Very, very soon. I'm going to take it and get out up there because we are running out of time. But still, I just wanted to show you the power of knowing the code 2 held it from all that chop and could take a profit right here if I wanted to. Held it through all that chop knowing which direction it would really go. Now I'm calling it to actually go break here for even more profit. This is your sweet area to take profit right up here. To break here one more time. It is running out of time, but it still has 35 minutes, or I'll probably get out around 15. Like, I'm going to hold it for maybe 20 more minutes. That's it. And I actually could pay the price for that. It could come down into the code 2 and then give a long entry, and then but take a while before it goes back up and breaks above here. So I'd have to wait for like a long time. It'd still be today before the market changes, but still I'd have to wait, you know, which isn't exactly what I would want to do. I'd rather it go break right now and then do whatever it's going to do. Give a long, give a short, whatever. Probably give a long, I would bet, and keep on going, I would imagine. Because this is probably a reversal period on the daily here. Come back. In which case I would have the low on the daily. I could hold it for, 500 ticks, 1,000 ticks, something like that. Now you're seeing, my friends, how you really make money in the markets and how you have to use the codes and see it mathematically and be able to see what's going to happen before it's going to happen mathematically. Then you can peer into the future like you were looking into a crystal ball to know what's going to happen before it happens. That's why people think I'm using a replay, because they think there's no way you could be doing that. Nobody can predict it like that. Nobody can trade like that. You have to be cheating. You have to be doing some kind of a replay. Well, it's not a replay, but in a sense, sort of cheating, because I know what it's going to do mathematically because I broke its code. So you could take advantage of it. That's what you should be interested in. You can take advantage of it. I'll be back. You know, it is 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time now, and this thing has moved a whopping 45 ticks during the trading session today. Can you imagine that? Yikes, that's horrible. Can I believe it? It is one choppy day today. Tight range, choppy, not a good day for trading. I'll be back. We're going to maybe hold this for 15, 20 more minutes. That's it. Unless it goes down, then I'll just hold it till the break-even stop or let it go. But if it did come all the way down, I would set the exit weight somewhere back up here again, just for a small exit. It's coming down on me. I just can't get any range on this chart today. It's too tight, too tight. It's terrible. I want to hold on to it for a little bit more, see what happens into the one trade per day. It might shoot higher. It might. Still might do it. So I'd rather just hang on to it, even if it comes down and hits my break-even stop, which I'll end up for a loss for a day, but rather just play it like that. Otherwise, I could just exit and leave if I wanted to. I'll come back. What an incredibly bad chart today. This is our range. Wow. That's crazy. Now it's going to come down and hit my break-even stop, which I'm going to take a loss for today. You know, whoever programmed this today has a very sick sense of humor, apparently. Just kidding. Well, it's not going to be a good day, that's for sure. Best case scenario, it'll pop back up here, like right about here, 75 or so, and I'll just take it and get out. It's basically the best case scenario right now. Otherwise, I'd rather it just come down and hit my break-even stop and just get me out so I can forget this trade, forget this day. Horrible day. You know, that's gotta be one of the worst trading days maybe I ever seen before. This choppy motion in a 45 tick range. Are you kidding me? I mean, that is some seriously bad trading. Choppy motion like this in a 45 tick range. Oh, all day long. Oh man, that's painful. This is painful right here, really bad. Oh, just watching it is painful. I just took one trade, well, lost the first one, but took one trade. Just been holding it. It's so painful to even watch it. Oh man, this is not a good time right here to trade. I hope tomorrow's not going to be like this. If it is, I'm going to have to caution everybody on the whole entire week this week. Heads up, man, they got some seriously bad trade taking place right now. Now, we may be at a bottom of a daily here and it's going to move back up. That's very possible, but for right now, it could be choppy for the next few days until that finally does happen. I mean, this is, watch out. Extreme warning. Red alert. This is the worst trading it gets, man. It doesn't get any worse than that. I'll be back. Okay, it just came down and hit my stop. I could have been following code 1, but what a horrible day. At least it's finally breaking out of the range. I have no idea what code 2 even. This is one of the most craziest days I've ever seen. Anyway, you know what I say? Can't win them all. I'll be back tomorrow to do more trading, demonstrating the power of the codes and the power of code 2. Today I'll track it, attempt to see what it is, although, oh man. But I'll analyze it mathematically and see if I can see it. And but anyway, we'll just keep tracking it, keep doing the best we can, keep trying to hit it every day. and it'll definitely get a whole lot easier than this. I would say this is the hardest day I ever seen. Let's hope tomorrow it won't be so bad as this. I'll be back tomorrow.